What's going on, family? What's going on? I'm at the part. I'm at the point of my targeting where it's like when I was like newbie at the targeting, I feel like I wanted to prove myself. Being in the TI community is like you got to prove yourself and stuff like that. But once I start seeing the cycle, like you know what I mean, certain people ain't got to prove themselves and they automatically labeled as a TI. It's like if you hold a standard, you hold it to everybody. But I see it's like favoritism going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like ain't no point to prove if if Derek Jackson is a TI or a perp. Because majority of people that if they do call me a perp, majority of them agents. Because I got countless documentations and shorts that show that I'm being gang stalked and targeted in some type of way. But sometimes some people may think that, people play both sides, or there's people that could be TIs and gang stalk at the same time. I don't know how realistic that situation is, but I guarantee you that's not me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a TI. Um, if any gestures I've done or anything you read too deeply in it that I've done that offended you, I apologize. Any type of action that I do not try to do action to lead to your torment. But certain things just goes into human nature. You get what I'm saying? Um, that's just how it go. But for people that's purposely, systematically, over and over, designed to put tactics on you and break you down. You know what I'm saying? You kind of know once you get to a certain level, like when you begin in this thing, you can't tell who is who. You know what I'm saying? Everybody holds a certain type of standard, so it's like you can't be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Rubbing your nose, wearing certain things, like if your video ends at certain times or um, certain things you may have and stuff like that. You may think a person is like perping you, but if it's not leading you to self-destruct, if it's not uh uh you know what I mean, like leading you to crash out on me, or you know what I'm saying, or like, oh, this, why is he doing this? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I'm not that type of person. I just every day, this is what I do. I shed my light and positivity because I wish somebody was doing this with me. I'm being the change that I want. You know what I'm saying? Since I don't see enough people doing this, I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? Somebody gotta do it. I'm gonna do it. I don't care about the standards of the TI community of being called a perp agent. You know what I mean? Everybody got the freedom of speech to speak their mind. If they don't feel that I'm up to the TI standards of being a victim of harassment, that's fine. That's cool. I ain't got nothing to prove. But guess what? For those who have wisdom, those who resonate with the message, I appreciate you that you have the eyes to see. And like I said, I don't purposely mean to do anything to offend any of the TIs out there. You know what I'm saying? That's really going through this. I don't really mean to offend at all. You know what I'm saying? Because the program is treacherous, psychologically. In some people's situation, physically. You know what I'm saying? But it's once you get to a certain level, you know what I'm saying, of the targeting, it should break you loose from a lot of the chains that used to hold you back. You know what I'm saying? It should break you loose from the insecurities used to hold you back, uh, any type of sexual jealousy that used to hold you back, any type of thing, you know what I'm saying, competition. You see like everything is being artificial, you know what I'm saying? You set up with people that just constantly wants to one up on you, regardless of anything you do. And if you have some type of positive attribute about yourself, they want to prove to you that they better being you than you. You can't win with a system designed like that when they got unlimited resources of people with different talent skills and skill sets going up against you. So you gonna get broken loose from that chain, or you should be. Either that or you gonna be tormented. You know what I'm saying? Either crashing out. But if you're not trying to crash out or be tormented, you got to evolve your mindset, and that should let you be free. Like, you have fun. Don't worry about what the next man got or what the next man can do. Have fun. Just worry about what you can do. You know what I'm saying? Improve on yourself on what skill sets that you can improve and make things work. You know what I mean? When you get the truth, you know what I'm saying, things get shifty and rocky, you know what I'm saying? But it's all according to your character, your personalities and things like that, what they do. So everybody's targeting is slightly different. You know what I'm saying? So back again, have fun. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to lead nobody to get caught up in no situation or nothing. But it sucks, you know what I'm saying, living a life being trapped into a conspiracy box where you think the whole world is against you, and that's not even the case. It's the illusion that the whole world is against you. You know what I'm saying? Sophisticated system put in place to make it seem like uh, everybody's against you, and that's not the case. So the higher you get with this targeting, your wisdom, or fill yourself up with the words of God, and sharpen your wisdom so you can distinguish from the two. You know what I'm saying? So you won't mistake a normal person for being a perp. You know what I'm saying? Because everything's intertwined. It's just human nature. You get what I'm saying? Because it plays a role on some people that's out here being players and knocking chicks off and things like that. And if they being targeted, they can get Shannon Sharp. You know what I'm saying? Like with the situation with Shannon Sharp. You know what I'm saying? He got the money. He wanted to slay this young white lady, one young white girl. You want, still that's that maturity and immaturity. You know what I'm saying? It's just certain industries and stuff, and the way the world is now, people can be filled up with perversion. People can definitely be filled up with perversion. And that's what happened, to him. He got full of himself. So that's one thing you too. You don't, if you having your way out here, cool. Just don't uh, uh, fool yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because these women nowadays, they can be very tricky. You know what I'm saying? You think you slaying them one day, and then the next day they got you caught up in a situation. He had the money, he had the bag. You know what I'm saying? So she got one up on him. She was focused on the money. He think he was just slaying her and having a good time and having his way with her. But at the same time, she was scheming on him the whole time. Picked up just enough evidence, just now got him in this nasty situation where she want majority of his money, 10 million, 20 million, 50 million, lawsuit and all type of stuff. So it's just like, you got to be careful with some of these women. You know what I'm saying? Thinking you out here having your way. It's just about having fun, but having discernment. You know what I'm saying? Don't deal with no money hungry chick just because she look good. Try to, just small talk and see where her head is at. You know what I'm saying? And if she opened that door opportunity, hey, you know what I'm saying? Do you? But if she ain't open that door opportunity, you know what I'm saying? Don't keep knocking on that door. Find other doors of opportunity to knock on. You know what I'm saying? Because it gets real tricky, but every situation ain't the same situation. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the discernment come in. And don't let that deprive you from not having fun. You know what I'm saying? But for those who's doing things the right way and being morally correct, and that's the safest way to be, just doing things the right way. Just filling yourself up with the word, not really living a life of fornication, you know what I'm saying? And God may bless you with that right one, you know what I'm saying? Where you could really settle down and find the right one. It might be a TI female, and if there's a female watching my video, which not a lot, it could be a TI male. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling. So it's just, you gotta have that discernment. And yeah, for the dudes out there that want to wild out, you know what I'm saying, just be wise on how you move, you know what I'm saying? Because this program can get very tricky. You know what I'm saying? So don't be so serious, but don't be too careless where you get caught up in a trap. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna keep spreading my videos. You know what I'm saying? If people don't like it, it is what it is. They already know what to do. You know what I'm saying? But for the TIs that resonate with my videos, peace, much love, God bless you, and we're gonna keep this thing rocking.